Even Nostradamus said something very, very critical to the human race is going to occur in the year 2105. 2105 is very interesting because on the Great Pyramid basement countdown, and I know I haven't discussed it with you guys. You haven't seen it, but I show how almost the entire world history leads up to the year 1902. And then that 1902 is year one of the last days, which begins a calendar that was known in ancient texts, that every level of blocks going up the Great Pyramid signified a year. And each one of those levels also was called in ancient times a book. And a book is nothing but a container of knowledge. And then from 1902 all the way up 203 levels of blocks, all the way up to the Great Pyramid, is the year 2105. So Nostradamus is correct. But it becomes 2106 when you add the final chief cornerstone. But all this is explained, and I'm not the only one that made these attachments. I just did the arithmetic. I did the math. I published the math. But there, as far back as 400 years ago, John Taylor was already publishing these concepts based off his research, followed by Robert Menzies, followed by engineer David Davidson, followed by Adam Rutherford. These concepts have always been known. They've been known since ancient times, like the Shepherd of Hermas text. All I did was spend half my life putting together a history of the world from every source material I could find, and I published it in my Chronicon, which is 510 pages. It's free to the public. You just download the files from the Facebook group, Archaics. And all I did was put together the history of the world and show that it is a mathematical construct. And then in that history, I show that the Great Pyramid's measurements completely align perfectly with every bit of this. And that 1902 is year one of the last days, which begins the pyramid countdown to the descent of the chief cornerstone. Every year is a countdown. Well, we still have some time to go. We still have an entire apocalypse. We're not in the apocalypse. We still have an entire apocalypse to go through before that event occurs. Because at 5916 right now, we're 18 years away from the next Phoenix episode. And that's going to be 60 years away from the return of the chief cornerstone. There's a lot of history left. But I promise you, and I know people don't like hearing it, but it doesn't matter how old you are today, you're going to experience the Phoenix phenomenon. You're going to experience almost every element of the apocalypse up to a certain point when everybody left behind is going to suffer some shit. The errants will be gone. The chosen, the elect, the redeemed, the errants, those the benefactor has pulled free. Like I said, he came to set the captives free. They're not going to go through the worst part at all. The intention was never there to make them go through it. But those who have followed AIX, worship AIX, the NPCs, the living dead, the masses of humanity, yeah, they're going to go through it. They're going to go through it, and they're going to be in the army of AIX when the final battle occurs. But these again, I entertain tangents and I lose my focus.